This is John from RevSoft, and in this presentation we'll be giving a brief overview of the RJHISTORY command line in RevScheduler for Windows. If anyone has any questions at all or comments, please feel free to email me on the email address shown. When we were looking at reporting in each of the RevSoft enterprise applications, we wanted to have a generic process that we could use in all of them. The major things were to run as a command line in RevScheduler for Windows, so it could be run in unattended mode. Have a list of arguments that you could generate any report, no matter how complex, and have output types of PDF and HTML that will allow you to email reports as well as to populate an intranet reporting site. The RJHISTORY command line via the RevScheduler engine can connect to any server, and as such you have a simple way to generate reports for scheduled jobs that have been executed for a server, on all servers or groups of servers reporting into a focal point. And doing this, we can generate host or enterprise reports, or both, in unattended fashion. Any RevScheduler variables can be used in the command line, and these are translated at execution, and you can also view them via the preview in the job scripts. So if we just have a look at one of the Windows servers, and here's some scripts we're running, and if I just click on preview here, I can actually see the command line in its raw form with all the hash variables in there, and in its translated form, which would be the runtime value. So it makes it nice and simple to see it before it runs. Now, looking at the command line, man, it looks pretty big and pretty daunting task to type it in longhand and get all the syntax completely correct. So in each of our modules, you'll see here there's a command builder, and we call it a command builder because it actually builds a command line as you're selecting the options. So if I go in here and I say I want to connect to Hyperion, the system I want is Star All, the jobs I want are SCH, Aster, and Rev. The environment I want is Starbase or Q somewhere in the name, and as you can see, it's building the command line for me as I'm typing it in. So that's why we called it a command builder, and we've got all the different ones available for the operations, the run sheets, the UBEXML for the Enterprise One users, and the RJHISTORY, which is the one we're doing now. Now that's pretty cool because I can just copy that then and paste it into a script. It's all very, very simple. So what we also wanted to do is, how will I update one? So what we can do here is I can go in, I can copy it from here, and I can paste it in here, and it reverse engineers the complete command line for me. I'll just make it a little bit bigger so we can see the full command line there, and there's a full command line in its fashion now in the total syntax with file, DSN, time use, every different argument shown there. So this makes it nice and easy because once I update it, I can then go in, copy it again, paste it into the script. So reverse engineering or creating the command line becomes very simple for you. We've been using these command lines internally for nearly 2 years, and with some simple PHP code, 338 lines here, what we've been able to create is an intranet reporting site that basically looks like this. Each of the modules, whether it's Disk Manager, Scope, Performance, Message, Guardian, Data Flow, Scheduler, we can go in here. Jobs with errors, which is one we used RJHISTORY, as we can see. Back to January 2012, on the 7th of January, what happened then? I can actually see the HTML of what happened then, and I've got a PDF of it as well. Let's have a look at that. It takes a little while longer to load than the HTML because we're in browser mode. So it will come up and show me the PDF, which we normally email to users. The HTML we use to fuel our intranet site, so anyone can go on at any time. And let's go back to the 14th. And let's have a look then, and I can actually see, and as you'll notice here, these are enterprise reports because I've connected to a focal point. It's basically all errors, and I've got Windows servers, iSeries, Red Hat, AIX, they're all reporting into there, so I can get all those nice and simple. And as you'll see with the RJHISTORY command line, you've got a number of different arguments that you can pass in, the from time to time, the different levels, spheres, you've got layouts, output, page header, everything. It really is a complete intranet reporting site. So just going back to where we were, the command builder can be used from the command line to reverse engineer it. It's quite simple. So summing up, RJ History runs in a Windows service, connects to any server, can generate host reports or enterprise reports from a focal point, can generate the output as HTML and or PDF. You can do them both. Just have another sequence in your script. You can have up to 10,000 scripts per job, and we can use any rev scheduler variables in the command line. You can preview the command line with the variables already translated. You can use the command builder to create the command line, and you can also use command builder to reverse engineer and update the command line. Thank you.